reply to start question 169. A, sir, the total projects taken under MITP till date is 20. B, C, sir, the reply to B and C is as per statement placed on the table of the House.
Please, your supplementary questions.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we can see this overall progress of the schemes taken up. Some of the schemes, the physical progress is quite substantial. Now here the reply, in order to comprehend properly, since we have a very limited time at the time of question hour, my question has been that both the physical and financial progress in terms of percentage would have been appropriate, but anyway, here the reply which was placed on the table of the House is indicative of the actual amount spent. Now, Mr. Speaker, sir, I have asked this question the question has been directed to the Honorable Deputy CM in charge PWD roads. But this scheme also has other components within it, as the name itself indicates, Meghalaya Integrated Transport Program. So therefore, I find that this reply is not complete. May I get a clarity on this, Mr. Speaker, sir?
Yes, in fact, the maximum investment out of this MITP is invested in the road sector. Therefore, I reply this question, sir. Of course, other departments also are involved, since it is integrated. Of course, it's there, but the detailed record I don't have with me. So, in case if the honorable member, Dr. Mukul Sama, if you want that, then I require notice for that, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, okay, I can understand the constraint, because this scheme itself need to be driven by one particular nodal department, and I think I would subscribe to the idea of having one committee which should be led by the Deputy CM himself, so that there is a complete integration. Look at the name of the nomenclature, because I am the author of this program, that's why I am saying this. This is so well designed. You have a number of other components here. And I'm afraid, because the scheme was approved in 2017, today it is 2024, 5 years. We are still yet to complete the phase 1. Therefore, as I have suggested in this August House, these are low-hanging fruits. Huge amount of money is available. Therefore, I think it would be important for the August House to know what are the other components. How are they taking up the other components? How are this money being spent? Because every single paisa that is to be spent has to be voted by this August House. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, how do we get this detailed information? Who will be responsible?
Sir, in fact, from the government side, we are all jointly responsible. What I'm trying to say here is, because see, this reply is relating to PWD alone. Maybe because we thought that the investment is more or less 90-95% is in the road sector. Therefore, I reply this question. But as far as these issues, the other sectors are concerned, sir, we do have the department who is also looking after it, and that is planning department, being the nodal department who's supervising, monitoring all the details of the Meghalaya Integrated Transport Project, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'll supplement, since planning is under me, and what the Honorable member has mentioned, sir, there are a number of projects that are being taken up. Of course, I also was not prepared with all the details, but whatever I can remember and whatever information that I have with me as of now, that there are multiple other projects we're taking up. For example, sir, electric buses. So there is an electric bus component that is there, which is being implemented, and very soon we'll be getting a large number of buses. Some are already there. We also have components like, sir, a specific project for contingent emergency response components. This is a very important component. So if you remember, we had a very massive flood last time, about 2 years back, in the entire southern part of the state. And many roads, especially the area from South Garo Hills, was very, very badly damaged. And during that process, there's a component within the World Bank where we can use the funds for these kind of projects. And almost close to 2,204 number of projects was taken up under the CERC work. And that was an amount of almost 230 crores. And we are almost completed 90% of the work in there. So second thing which I want to add is that if you look at the implementation of this project, this is one of the best implemented projects from the department. Yes, there is a component of the initial planning of this particular project, but this project was ultimately, the agreement was signed in November 2020. So the loan effective date was from 21st Jan 2021. So we have started utilizing the funds, and our fund utilization is very good financial progress. We have almost utilized 60% of the funds, and physical progress also is very good. In a large number of projects, we have finished almost 100% of the work. And now we are in the pipeline to apply for the second phase of the MITP project, which again, we are hopeful that that second phase also will be sanctioned based on the good implementation that we have done in the first phase. So this is just to complement, because planning department under MIDFC is a nodal agency that is taking care of this particular project. But since the question I was addressed at that point to the PWD department, sir, therefore the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister had replied. But I just wanted to supplement some of the concerns that the Honorable Member had raised.
Mr. Speaker, sir, now I'd like to thank both the Deputy CM and the CM for further sharing the information. Now, since it's an integrated transport program, there lies a component where in areas where we do not have enough transport system, access to enough transport system, this whole concept of providing support for transportation, including vehicles, to the stakeholders was also part of the component. Now, the initial concept is that we have areas where usually people who invest from their own resources and run public transport system will look only to those routes which are economically viable. Now, what happens is that the roads which are not economically viable, the individual entrepreneurs will not definitely choose those routes. Therefore, the manner of identifying the roads in which these vehicles will be used for facilitating, providing access to the citizens is part of the program. So in course of selection of these routes, I would like to know whether these particular aspect where people do need this kind of support is being considered or not.
Yes, sir. See, these 20 projects which is being undertaken by the government, based on the economic importance of these roads, which connects from one village to another villages, and it's so important roads, which ultimately will improve the economic activities of such region or such places. So therefore, sir, this component has been also included while identifying the construction of road under this sector, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, this may not be considered as my supplementary because my question was pertaining to the vehicles, not pertaining to the road, pertaining to the vehicles. As I have said, the private transporters will not actually identify those roads which are not economically viable. Therefore, who takes care of those roads to provide access of transportation for the citizens? And that's where the whole scope of covering those huge gap which is not covered by the individual transporters. Therefore, this particular component is considered based on which the whole concept has been formatted. Therefore, should there be deviation, then the actual intent of the project is defeated. Therefore, whether this particular issue is being considered while deploying these transport buses, transport vehicles, that is my question.
Sir, I'll just add to this. Of course, the question is regarding different scopes of work. And you know, as mentioned by the Honorable Member, that this is a very broad project. But as I said, we focused on these particular projects that are listed out here in the initial stage. And as we move along, so in the second phase also, there will be other projects. We have taken up, as I said, components of electric buses. But it's not necessary that we go into all the aspects that were mentioned out here. These projects are listed and discussed with the World Bank, and accordingly then decided on what components to be taken up and what components to not be taken up, because the scope of work will be quite broad. So therefore, sir, we have taken the note of the Honorable Member's suggestion, and as we move forward, we will see wherein, as and when possible, we will examine and see if these also proposals can be put in. At the same time, sir, I just want to remind also the members that even in my budget speech, I have mentioned this entire aspect about getting the inter-district connectivity and intra-district connectivity also, and that government will support. So there is a very strong intent of the government, because it has been mentioned in the budget speech also, about the intra-district, inter-district movement, especially in routes which are not financially viable for commercial carriers to operate.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would appreciate the attempt of the CM to share these inputs of the intent. But at the same time, Mr. Speaker, sir, you see, we do have problem. You know, therefore, the component that is to be considered in true perspective of really utilizing the whole benefit to the people has to be properly designed. Otherwise, it will happen like our earlier schemes, which we have also implemented, and we have burned our fingers. Based on that experience, this whole concept has been designed. Therefore, I would like to just urge upon the government, lest we make the same mistake, because huge amount of money is involved. We are happy that this project has been approved by World Bank only because of this innovative concept that has been enshrined in the whole proposal. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, the transportation facilities are to be designed with an access to market, with an access to hospitals, medical health care, with an access to your different economic activities. School children, the college students, even from different areas like your Babadam, Mr. Speaker, sir, then from different places, keeping in mind that most of the colleges are established in the district capitals. Therefore, who take care of these people? The buses, the commercially run buses, the individual entrepreneurs are not covering those roads. So I would like to therefore submit before this August House through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, that the government take into consideration this important aspect, that the people who are required to have transport system to have access to the market, access to the institutions like the colleges and higher secondary schools, and also to hospitals. These be taken into consideration, these be prioritized. I would like to get some assurance from the government, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, just again to clarify to everyone that the PPR that was a project, a proposal that was set and put up in 2017, sir, final approval for those projects and final, the approval for the project appraisal, that came in the year 2020, sir. So the design of the project evolved, and then finally there was a consolidation and approval was given. And as I mentioned, sir, after the initial stage of the primary report that was submitted in 2017, the final shape was given in 2020. And that is what was ultimately approved. So based on that, the works have started, and as I said, this is one of the best best projects being implemented by this government, and World Bank is extremely happy with the work that is happening, and that is why they are very keen to give the second phase also to us. So therefore, it's not that we will burn our fingers. We are not burning our fingers because we are following the guidelines and spending the money as was designed and as was ultimately approved in 2020 along with World Bank. And as I said, the physical as well as the financial progress is very good, which is why the second phase also will be coming up. Having said that, sir, just wanted to add that MITP is not the only scheme through which we can move and help people. Government has multiple programs and schemes. And that is the reason why, if you must have noticed, sir, in the last many years, we have a program under Prime where we provide agriculture vehicles. Till date, we have provided over 100 Mahindra pickups, and we plan to go and give about 500 Mahindra pickups for agriculture and farmers to be able to transport their products from the field to the market areas, all to the different logistical centers. And this is being done as we speak, sir. So there are many other programs through which we are handling this. The programs that we have started for STEMs, through which we are providing school buses in the city. We have plans to expand that to other areas and try to see how we could move to other towns as well as to rural areas. Apart from that, sir, under my Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, hundreds of school buses have been given to many, many schools all across the state, sir. It is countless number of buses, and it's having a huge impact. So therefore, sir, there are multiple programs and schemes through which we do this. MITP, as I said, the initial concept that was submitted and moved, the concept then changed, evolved, and 2020, the final proposal was approved by World Bank, and based on that, the work is happening today, and as I said, it's doing very well. And other components and other schemes are there through which we are addressing some of the concerns mentioned by the Honorable Member. But all the suggestions given by him, sir, have been noted down, and we will continue to make efforts to give more support to the rural areas, especially to the farmers and even to the citizens in general, and definitely, sir, to the school children, so that they can ease the transportation at the rural levels also, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, see, I think the intent of the questioner is not being comprehended. The intent is, how do we use these assets which are being created with this investment? That is the part I'm saying. We understand that in spite of all other initiatives, we still need. It is not that we have done enough. Therefore, how do we use? Therefore, may I, through you, Mr. Speaker, sir, ask the government that all these other components of projects which have been supported under this MITP be provided to the August House. Our intention is to get the information and see that these projects are being implemented in right earnest. That is the thing. This, whatever submission he has made doesn't provide us that information. We want that information specific to all the components which have been taken up and the design which was followed in identifying the areas where the projects will be implemented. This is the information that we seek.
So there's no problem, we can provide the information, sir.
Mrs. Alexander.
Mr. Speaker, sir, any idea or any policy or a good intent is always accepted. Mr. Speaker, sir, when I was looking through the statement placed on the table on the floor of the House, the serial number 1 and number 2, when I was going to Bakmara last time, my people told me that I have to go through the Bangladesh, that border area, not through this main road. When I have seen it's 80% already completed. But to my confusions, whether the statement laid on the floor table of the House is correct or not. Like Dalu Bakmara Road, 20 kilometers, 84% completed physical progress. And from number 1, Bajingdoba, Resu Belpara, Damra, 75%. Right now, the road condition is so bad, but out here the physical progress is 75%. I'm confused, sir, whether the statement laid on the floor table of the House is true or not.
So the information is absolutely true. The road that he's talking about, which he took from the border, is the one that is 80% complete. So therefore, it is the Dalu Bakmara, the border road. So the one that you traveled in ultimately, that is a road that is being mentioned out here, sir. Regarding the Damra Resubel Para road, sir, I don't know if the honorable member has gone recently. All our MLAs from North Karo Hills are here. They will tell you, sir, that the condition of the road is absolutely great. There is a small section of about maybe 5-6 kilometers, which there had to be a route had to be changed. That part is being done. But the Damra road, Resubel Para road, is the condition is very good, sir, and people are in fact very happy with the construction. And so I don't know which road the honorable member traveled on. So,
Which, excuse me, Mr. Speaker, sir. Which road we are talking about? That is a border road which I have taken, not the Dalu, Dimapara, and then that Kasuapara road. Which road you are talking? Yeah. But this Mendipatar Bajingdoba road, you can ask anybody from the Resu Mendipatar right now. They will just bluntly say this is one of the worst roads.
sir, I don't know which road honorable member is talking about.
I'm talking about, there is only one road, especially when you're talking about the
Sir, I'm
Bajingdoba
replying.
Resubel Para road.
I don't disturb.
Please allow the reply to be given.
Number one, sir, to reach from Dalu to Bakmara, there is a border road also. The MITP project was for that border road only. And that is the one he traveled on. So, am I clear now? He's saying that Dalu Bakmara road, the border road was the one which he traveled on, which is the 80% complete, is the one that is in this project. There's no confusion, sir. So I'm clear on that, sir, number one. Number two, sir, the Resubel the Bajingdoba Mendipatar Resubel Para Damra road. Sir, anybody, I don't know which time he's talking about, yes, maybe about a year back, year and a half back, there were some concerns. But if you go today, sir, the work progress, in fact, maybe more than 75% if you ask me. But it's 75% complete. Sir, you can go. I don't know what he's referring to, which is absolutely incorrect, what he's saying. The road condition is absolutely great right now. It has never been better than what it is right now. I think maybe the honorable members who are MLAs who are here from North Garo Hills can certify that, sir, or I maybe answer a question. I mean, not answer means give their remarks on it. But the point is, sir, he's misleading the House by saying that is incorrect. The road condition is absolutely great right now. There is one section which needs to be completed, I admit that, but which is very small, sir. I don't have the exact number with me, but maybe about 5, 6, 7 kilometers of patches is pending. For the rest of the road condition is absolutely good, sir.
Yes, Baruni, please.
Sir, in the year 2017, when I was the minister, sir, I was invited to a function at Mawet. Sir, the road I traveled took me from Longstoin to Mawet almost 4 hours, sir. And I was told by the organization that invited me, Baroni, this road is good. I mean, you can imagine, sir, if it took me 4 hours to reach, and they say that now when you came, the road is better. So you can understand, 23 kilometers, more than 4 hours. But I've seen, sir, I'd request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, sir, the people of Mawet, that is the only connectivity to their village, sir. And I've seen the progress is only 14%. Sir. So may I request, that is serial number 12. Serial number 12, sir. And since there is, a sanction is, quite adequate, but then the utilization is not even 10%. So may I request the Deputy Chief Minister, sir, since I went there, and I just imagine people have to use that road every day, sir. So may I request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, if, this also can be taken up, sir, it'll be a feather in your cap, sir. So I'll ask that organization to invite you there when the road is completed. Because, sir, and I was told there is a road going from north to south. But if you travel east to west, there is practically no road, sir. So at least if you can provide connectivity from north to south, it will be of great help to these people, because I've seen the progress is only 14%, sir. So this is my earnest request to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, sir. And of course, Nongstoin also, sir, it's only 0%, sir. Let us be fair to everyone, sir.
Please ask your question. What is your
My question, sir, if the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister can also urge upon the department, the engineers to carry out the work, or the contractors if it's been allotted to complete these two schemes?
Yes, sir. As far as Nongstoin Mauit is concerned, here I have indicated 13.95, say 14%. In fact, right now, sir, the progress of work is very, very satisfactory, and very soon we are going to complete it. We'll make sure that on time we complete it. And not only that, I would like to inform the honorable member and also the members of this August House, Nongstoin to Mauit 23 kilometer, again, till we reach Mauit village, again from another program, about 35 or 36 crores, we again invested over there. And this also work order has been issued. I'm very sure people of that area, because they have quite a number of villages. Once this road is completed, it will be a blessing for all of them. And then again, as far as Nongstoin urban road is concerned, sir, yes, I think few months back we have little hurdle with the land issue, this, that. But now I'm happy to inform the honorable members and the members of this August House, all these issues have been resolved, and now the work has already started, sir.
Yes, it'll be your last one.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir. Not only one thing, I think it should be very clear that when this project was approved in 2017 by Ministry of Finance, long exhaustive due diligence involving the World Bank, etc., and all authorities concerned, involved in this, all concerned ministries, have taken place. Now, there was some milestone which were required to be achieved in as far as this program is concerned. There was indicated timelines in the first instance for the phase 1. So that timelines have lapsed for a very long time. I remember the timelines was for 2019, within which 1,000 crore was supposed to be spent. Now I understand that, I could understand the question which was placed as a supplementary from by honorable member from Gambigri. Yes, I also came back from North Karwitz just a few days back. Suddenly the speed of the vehicle slowed down. Then we had a really difficult time navigating the road. Now why is this? It is because that stretch of the road is in Assam. That stretch of the road is in Assam. Now how do we have that road which is incomplete? One stretch is in Assam. I think everyone is aware of that. But we are not looking. That's why MITP, Meghalaya Integrated Transport Program. Why do we take up this half portion and leave the other one? Which is the other one? Other one is the road which we have taken up. Please remember one unfortunate incident when we had ethnic strife in North Karwitz. That's the time when we realized the need to have our road, which should, from Damra onwards till Mendi, must be through, or rather within the domain of our own state. Because we definitely had serious problem. All of us are aware, all the people of Karwitz are aware, so also the elected members. Now, why should not we take up that stretch? This is lying incomplete, as though it has become an orphan. So that's why I'm saying that MITP, as you spend this money, let us be more practical and use it wisely. Therefore, can I take some kind of assurance from the government that these aspects shall be considered when we take up the second phase? Because otherwise this Damra, it is not Damra-Mendi ratio, because Damra then sudden dislocation, that Nolbari stretch. So can we get an assurance that portion be taken up? So that becomes very crucial. We have sanctioned that program, somehow or other, no fund has been released, so the scheme is in standstill. So I would like the government to give us an assurance in this regard. And another thing is to assure the August House to maintain the quality. To maintain the quality based on the specs which are approved. Because somebody came and met me, was saying, huge amount of money is being spent from external aided projects. But if the projects are not implemented properly, then what does it speak of us? Somebody even gave an example of that road. Shillong, Nongstoin, Tura Road, 12 years, no potholes. But other roads which are being implemented under this program, even before they are completed, they are having potholes. So I would like to get an assurance from the government that the quality must be maintained and there should not be any compromise on the quality of the road.
So the concerns of the Honorable MLA regarding the sections in Assam, so some part has been addressed because there is a diversion in one part. I don't exactly remember the names of the villages. And the other part, of course, we'll examine the possibility of diverting that. But we could have, in fact, when you had done the initial design in 2017, it was not most probably there, even in 2017 also, I'm presuming. So therefore, we continued with that design itself, and we moved forward with whatever designs we had received in 2017, and we moved forward with the project. But sir, I just want to add to this that, of course, we'll take the suggestions, sir, and definitely try to work on this. Another point, sir, I'd like to make is that the delay that he mentioned. Sir, the initial project appraisal that is done, document that is done, sir, is a concept note which is cleared in 2017, sir. After that, it takes almost 2 years for us to actually go into the DPR stage and the PAD stage. So therefore, it's a very detailed planning that's done, and it's done along with World Bank. So they're very much involved in this. So hence, by 2020 is the time when we were able to finally sign the loan agreement and the project agreement in 2020, sir. So therefore, these things take time. But again, sir, the point is that when it comes to these kind of works, the World Bank has got its own mechanism, its own system of reviewing things, its own system of moving forward. We have to comply to the international standards. But most important thing to note is that today the first organization that would raise flags, if we were not following the timeline and if we're not doing things as per the mandate, would be the World Bank itself, sir. They have got multiple audit mechanisms, multiple quality checking mechanisms. Every time a bill is released, there has to be a certificate given by some audit agency saying that the quality has been maintained and the specifications have been done. So, sir, it is very, very tight, monitoring that's done, and is done at international standards. And today, the state government, through this working with these EAPs, has actually learnt a lot from the professional approach, which has again further helped us in implementing many other projects, sir. So, sir, I appreciate the concerns of the honorable member. I have taken note down, and obviously I've taken note of what he has mentioned, and obviously, sir, Deputy Chief Minister also has taken note. And we are, as I said, in the process of the second phase, and we will move forward in the right earnest way, sir.